Hello, I'm back again. I go through moments where I have so much stuff I want to express, and then I have moments of deep rest where I just want to disconnect from everything for an extended period of time. That's how I am. That's how I'm wired, and I've accepted it. I'm not a robot. I cannot perform excessively for an extended period of time. So I do what feels right to me in the moment. And I feel like if we all operated this way, then we would be healthier and happier and stable. Anyways, all that aside, my recording is going to be super random. It has to do with really random. Please bear with me. It has to do with this. I rarely wear shades. Rarely. I think, I don't know, rarely, barely. I don't even know why I bought those shades. So, and also, I'm going to talk about this. Sorry. I should have been prepared before I pressed the record button, but I'm going to talk about this too. This slipper, shoe, whatever. Yeah, again, we've been conditioned to cover ourselves up with all this stuff that we really don't need. It's just kind of like dressing on the cake, you know? The reason why I bring these things up, I haven't really taught about anything else, but when you wear this, it actually blocks your eyes from absorbing sunshine, and sunshine is very essential to our well-being. It delivers a bunch of stuff like vitamin D and stuff that you can't really produce on your own. The sun delivers these elements to you to kind of enhance you and to balance you and to I don't know if you've heard of the pineal gland. Supposedly sun gazing helps to activate your pineal gland. If you don't know what that is, you could totally Google it, because I don't really want to go into detail on that. And we all have access to the internet, so why not educate ourselves? In the same vein, let's talk about footwear. This prevents you from letting your feet connect to the earth. And I know a lot of people live probably in cities with a lot of concrete and you don't really have access to nature. Yeah, that's just a preview into how unnatural we've made this world. It shouldn't be all concrete. You should be able to walk barefoot. I know as a child, I used to run around barefoot all the time. Before, back in the 80s, 70s, whatever. I was running around barefoot all the time. I could walk on hot asphalt, no problem. I could walk on lava rocks, no problem. Now that I've kind of handicapped my skin or the soles of my feet, it's very sensitive, and now I can't really handle too much heat or too much how do I say? I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't know, man. They've conditioned you to kind of become dependent on things that you don't really need to be dependent on. And I was just having a conversation with someone the other day, and I'm like, you know what? I feel like the time that we have on Earth is very, very fleeting and momentary, and it's very precious, and we should be utilizing that time. I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just saying what I think I should do. But I think our time is very fleeting and momentary, and a lot of people are just kind of throwing it away to the wind and having fun and doing really toxic things, practicing really toxic habits. I'm one of them. I smoke cigarettes. I'm trying to quit that, by the way. Not that you needed to know that. But anyways, so our time is limited, and we should be utilizing this time to become holistic human beings, to become independent human beings. I think a lot of what we are currently participating in is very codependent, very toxic. If you look at, okay, animals, let's just talk about animals. Sorry, this conversation is freaking all over the place. Animals. So, like, I don't know, like pick an animal. Cat, okay? Cat produces offspring, cares for the offspring to a certain extent, and then cuts the line. You know, I think humans are the only ones that have become very codependent on everything. And then, you know, on top of that, you know, I don't know. It's unnatural. It's unnatural behavior. Should be using this time to become more independent, and not so codependent on things like technology or other people or food. There's a lot of things we participate in that is socially conditioned in order for us to feel accepted, when in actuality all you have to do is accept yourself, and then everything else follows suit. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, before, like, I've made videos on this. Super duper people pleaser, super duper trying to control my environment, probably based on a lot of childhood issues that I needed to contend with. But ever since I've looked at these issues within myself, and I've to some degree come to make amends with them, and also to understand them, and to also correlate the toxic behavior to the issues that I've had since I was a child, I've been able to kind of like grow out of it, grow beyond it, and I don't really let too much stuff bother me anymore. I can honestly say that. Like, I remember, like, up until like maybe even like a year or two ago, really emotionally reactive, really emotionally confused. You know, like my emotional intelligence was still being refined, and I would just let everything and everyone kind of throw me into the sea and shake me around. And now I'm just like, I can like almost like be thrown around but unaffected. Does that make sense? I don't know. That's a stupid analogy. I don't even know what I'm trying to say right now. I do, but I don't. I think that's an INFJ thing. Anyways, these videos help me to express myself better, kind of, sort of. And it also allows me to really be myself, which I super appreciate. And, you know, the likes and the dislikes, I just don't give a F about it, really. Like, I'm just putting this out because I want to, and I'm not looking for attention or likes. Which, by the way, takes me into another topic to talk about. I've been talking to some people, and they're like telling me how they're going to do something great. Like, they were put on this planet to do something great. How do you define great, though? Like, are the celebrities great? You know, like, because they have all this attention and money. They're actually, it's actually pretty vampiric if you think about it. Like, they need to feed off of everyone else's attention and mental currency in order to thrive. It's kind of vampiric. I feel like the greatest thing is unknown. The greatest thing is unknown. The greatest thing could be right under your nose and you don't even see it, because it's so quiet and so subtle and so neutral. You know, it doesn't have to shake things up in order to feel great. You know, I feel like that is the characteristic of a very impoverished and, how do I say, impoverished soul. You know, like, if you need to like make a lot of noise to get a lot of attention in order to feel validated, is that great? I don't know, man. I'm just saying what I feel. Anyways, it's a beautiful day. I don't even know if anything I said made sense. And I jumped all over the place. So if you followed me, cool. If you didn't, I totally understand. Anyways, have a beautiful day and blessings to one and all. Amen.